All right, we're joined by Lorenz Larkin, Bellator welterweight, former UFC welterweight, of course. Good friend of the show. What's up, Da Monsoon?
Nothing much, man. Just hanging out. That's about it. Say probably the same thing everybody else is doing.
What you been doing during this pandemic?
Off-roading a lot, building stuff with my son, and pissing off my girl. That's about it.
What have you built?
We're building a mini chopper. So we're just about done with it.
A mini chopper, so as in motorcycle chopper, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. How long have you always ridden motorcycles?
Yeah, for a pretty good time. My last motorcycle I had was like, I don't know, it was probably like 5 years ago. And then I haven't bought another one after that.
You live in California, and I guess it's a state that's done okay in terms of dealing with COVID-19. I mean, it's had, some good days and some bad days. I think it's the more the dense areas like LA, San Francisco, maybe San Diego. I don't know. You're up a little bit in the Inland Empire. So what do you think? Are you guys close to being able to resume normal activities? Like, are you able to get into gyms and do any training, or is it pretty strict lockdown?
It was a strict lockdown. Like I just start like last. Well, no, not last week. Yesterday, I just was able to start getting a little bit of training in. But yeah, it's strict out there, man. It's almost like it's like when you train, it kind of feels illegal and stuff.
Now, is that for real? You know what I mean? Like for real, you guys can't train? Like, are you guys aren't going through the back door and have a secret group, or you really haven't walked into the confines of an MMA gym in a couple months?
No, it's been like that. It's only from what I hear, people are starting to let people in and do things like that. But I know in the beginning it was pretty serious, like with as far as like the city. The city was, hitting up gyms, showing up to gyms, making sure that nobody was training in there and all that type of stuff. So it's been crazy.
It goes to show you every state is different. And I'm watching the last 2 UFC cards. People are training. It seems like they don't have full capacity and they don't have all their training partners. But
yeah,
fights look pretty good. I've been impressed. But Miocic had this clear stance on, man, I can't even go to my gym. And I think a lot of people, including myself, were like, this guy's bullshit and he's probably just not ready to fight yet or whatever. Yeah. He's got his other duties. Then we talked to Demetrius Johnson yesterday from One Championship. He said, hell no, the state of Washington's strict, $10,000 fines. And now you're kind of giving me the same thing. Like Cali's very similar. I guess every state is just different then.
Yeah. And in some cities, it's like, it's very hard to even open a gym, So when you do open a gym, most of the time, like gyms that have been there already, they've opened up and then they've created it to be, or they made it out to be so hard after that no other gyms open up because there's too many regulations. So those other gyms that are there are kind of grandfathered in. So any little mess up, then any little mess up, they'll shut them down. You know what I mean? And then after you get shut down, you can't be in that city no more. As far as because the coding is so messed up.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm curious, what the hell's going on in that room? I see a real nice, comfortable, like lazy boy, but I see a TV way up at the top. It almost looked like you were in a doctor's waiting room. What room are you in right now?
No, it's the office.
Oh, is that the office of your house? You got your own office? Where you
at? No. I'm at my buddy's shop. It's like an off-road shop.
Oh, I get it. Okay, that's why the TV's kind of up a little bit, and I see.
Yeah, right. It's like cameras and stuff. Let me see, but yeah.
Is that where you build the chopper?
Yeah.
Now, when you say we're building a chopper, are you basically paying someone to do it? Are you actually in there with wrenches and
No
getting your
respect.
hands dirty?
No, we're building it. I'm building it. I mean, I'm
Uh,
not welding it, but
you got enough skills to do a TV show around all this?
shit, I can do it too. The only thing is I need to be on HBO because I cuss too much, man. That'd be like beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
But
Well,
I think I could definitely do a TV show.
nice. All right. I didn't know that you had those kind of skills. All right. So you're in a nice spot. You fought not this year, but late enough last year that I think, way different from somebody that's going on a year without fighting or 9 months. You're riding a 4-fight win streak. So I guess maybe, I mean, I'm sure there's a little urgency, but where are you sitting? Are you anxious to get back in there soon, or would you rather that Bellator just play it safe with all its athletes and be more on the conservative side?
No, like I hope they kind of begin now. I mean, they have all the. I mean, they're only going to take the most safest precautions, going forward. So I mean, and the platform that they're on, they're able to do it with no audience, and I don't feel like that would affect the promotion that big, So I think, we can go ahead and move on and start having fights. I'm pretty sure they're going to do a no attendance type thing, but I mean, I feel like they have all the capabilities to run a safe show.
Now you have a good case to fight Lima for the title because you have a 4-fight win streak. You beat a former champion along the way, But that guy also is trying to become a champ, and he was trying to mix it up with Mousasi, but now that's off. So tell me, now that things have reset a little bit, are you a player again? Could you and Lima mix it up? Mousasi he's a foreigner, so I don't know how easy it is with travel now. But have you tried to see if the deck's been reshuffled and you might be the number one contender now, or I guess the number one, right, the most likely fighter to fight Douglas Lima?
Yeah, I thought that I didn't even figure that Mousasi. I forgot he's in the Netherlands, but or Amsterdam, wherever he's from. But yeah, I haven't even thought about it. To tell you the truth, I already knew that I was in my head. I was already going to fight again, and then fight him because I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait this whole time and have them fight, then wait and then do a camp and then fight him. So, yeah, I was already planning on fighting and then fighting for the belt. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. I haven't even thought about it, to tell you the truth.
This is a perfect opportunity for me to get a refresher course on situations like this. Oftentimes, when an athlete like yourself is in a position to fight for a title, but the champion's not ready to fight you, there's that spot where you can either take another fight and risk, obviously, losing.
I would take another fight.
Huh?
I would take another fight.
You won't take another fight?
No, I would. I'm not the guy who waits.
Right. So let me ask you a question that fans and media always wonder. If you ask an athlete about, undefeated, all the athletes will go, no, man, this is MMA. Nobody stays undefeated. So you guys come to grips that you can lose. So in a situation like this, do you come to grips that you could lose and maybe lose your title shot? Or does like losing not ever enter your brain when you're at this level?
I mean, everybody always thinks about losing, you know what I mean? But I have more of a mind frame of like, I'll get back. You know what I mean? Just like off of my last title fight. I put my head down, worked at it, and and got back into talks about it. So, how my mind frame works is always, whatever happens, if it happens on the bad end of it, I know I can get back. So that I never really think about the chances of like, oh, should I just wait and this and this? I'd rather just fight. Me, I'm more dangerous the more I fight. The more I fight, the more I'm dangerous.
Lorenz, a name that has been kind of tied to you from Scott Coker's mouth is MVP, Michael Venom Page. the guy when he first came on the scene was a little awkward. People were having some troubles with him. But you've had a lot of fights, man, and you've seen a lot of different types of style. Is there anything in Michael Venom Page's game that you feel maybe would be a little different than what you've seen in the past from other fighters?
Yeah, I mean, him and, Raymond Daniels have that real karate point style fighting, so, there's a lot of things that that their style brings, that's probably hard for fighters to kind of adapt with.
Is that fight music to your ears? Is that the type of fight that you would enjoy?
Anybody at the top tier, man. I mean, if you're a top tier guy, then that's the fight to happen.
Not because you're in a shop right now, but are all the pistons firing? Is this kind of like the apex of your body? Are you at your peak right now?
Peak performance right now?
Well, as far as like when fighters say they've reached the I forget what the word is now, but when this is the best they've ever been.
Oh, like their prime?
Their prime, there you go.
I mean, physically right now, I have not been training, so no. But I mean, you give me 2 months, yeah, I'll be at my prime.
How would you like your next 3 fights to go if you could write your own script?
Win, win, win.
I know that, fool. I'm talking about
who?
Who? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, as long as they're in the top, that's all that matters. I just never want to get that, somebody who's not ranked at all when I'm highly ranked, and because that I feel like that.
Time out. Let me call time out on that. I'm gonna call time out. No, tie us to a name, man. Like seriously, I know you don't like that.
I know you guys are reaching.
No,
I heard it 2 minutes ago, but I'm just. You guys are at this fork. I'm at this fork.
But see, we kind of know you pretty well. We're both SoCalers. We went on a military trip. We feel like we can push the boundaries just a little bit more than other media can. And we know that the success for a lot of athletes, this is for your benefit, comes from anytime you can give us a vision, you know what I mean, of what you want or whatever. And that's why we do what we do. And I know sometimes it comes off like, oh, this asshole again. And I get it.
I respect it.
But that's just what fires up the engines, for promotions, for social media to blow up a little bit, and that's why I give it that extra
thing, effort. Though, man. Everybody tries to take that route, and it looks horrible. Because only some guys can do it. You know what I mean? So you have all these fighters that are trying to be McGregors and all this other shit, and it's just like it's corny because they can't do it. Some guys can do it, and it resonates with the fans, and some fighters can't, but they still try, and it looks stupid. That's why I just stay in my lane. I always fight the best of the best, and I always show up.
Fair enough. All right. Well, do you think that because your division's deep, have you even heard that if they have another Grand Prix, they can do another one of those $1 million Grand Prix? Did that sound like a one-time thing, or has Coker ever told the talent, like, hey, there'll be more of these?
No, I mean, I know that they're doing other divisions, so I mean, it might just turn all the way back around. I just don't know how many divisions that they're planning on doing, but I guess I'm in the dark, maybe kind of like you guys. So we'll kind of just see after. Was it the featherweights, right? Yeah, yes. Featherweight is the Grand Prix happening right now. So I don't think they'll do a 35. I don't think the 35 division is that stacked as much as the 45. But I don't know.
As of right now, I think welterweight is ready to do another one. I don't think 55, and I'll catch some heat here, but there just doesn't seem to be 8 formidable lightweights, I guess, or maybe 16. Welterweight's nice. Your division's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of prospects, veterans, exciting fighters. You got a highly respected champion. So I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know if 50 Cent just felt like writing one check one time and that's it, or if there was another celebrity that wanted to get involved, or maybe that dude you pointed to in the office, maybe he wants to sponsor it, the chopper place you're at right now. I don't know, but I'd love to see you guys compete again in one of those. That was pretty fun.
No, that was a fun. That was a cool concept, and I mean they done it in the past, but I think that was before Scott Coker's reign. But the way they do it now is really nice. It's really cool how they set it up.
Yeah, because now
especially
right now you'd be in the brackets. We'd have Lima as the one guy, and Lorenz. You could argue very strongly that you could be the number two guy in the other bracket. But with all the names that they got, I don't know how they would seed them, but I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, and it's cool that they didn't do it for the welterweights, but now what they're doing with the last time for the featherweights, the people who won got to, or no, was it? No, it was they picked cards or something like that. Somehow they did the picking and they were able to pick who they wanted to fight.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty cool too.
How's your contract status with Bellator? Where do you sit?
How many fights?
Yeah.
I have 5 more fights. 5 more fights. I resigned when I fought Kita.
And did you were you ever officially a free agent and seek out undercover elsewhere, or did Bellator just sign you right away and made you happy?
I wouldn't even, man. I'm happy with Bellator. I have no complaints. They give me no issues. My working relationship is good with them. I have no reason to shop out for another deal. I am totally content with Bellator.
Mm-hmm. And then tell me, as we close up here, tell me a little bit about like the Inland Empire. For many years, we knew of yourself, Georgie Karakanyan, even if we include Dan Henderson down in Temecula, Bobby Green, a few others. Tell me, is MMA can it be a hotbed in the Inland Empire, and can we get a new crop of fighters going from that area? You would know that area a lot better than us. We haven't lived there in over a dozen years now.
That's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping for more talented guys to come up. This was kind of like where all the legit fighters came from. At one time, SoCal was pretty much like the mecca for this. But I don't know, man. You have some guys coming up, and now a lot of different states are producing real good talent, and there's a lot of good gyms in other different states. So, hopefully, they keep. I don't. It's kind of a different game now, So it's hard to say, man. We do got some good fighters, but it's a total different generation of fighters that are coming up that are not fighting the best of the best before they get into the big show. Really strategic, wanting to play it safe and only picking the right fights for them. So I don't know.
Well, the reason I ask is because California, like you said, did produce a lot of talent for a lot of years. But as we all know, California is a big state. There's a big difference between NorCal and Southern California.
Yeah.
But there's also a big difference between LA kids, Orange County kids, Inland Empire kids. And the only thing I can tell you is, aside from MMA, one sport that I'm big on is, well, a couple actually, football and basketball. And I'm telling you, man, Southern California puts out good football, high school football especially, and even high school basketball. It's just, there's great athletes everywhere. And I'm wondering, like, man, what is it that they're not doing to attract the new crop of MMA stars? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just there. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I look around and I'm just like, these guys are just built a little different than what I was used to. I mean, it's crazy because I still feel new in the sport. But then I look back, I'm like, man, when I was like fighting locally, like we were just fighting the best guys. Like this guy has been winning all around, the city and all this type of stuff, and he has this record. So you wanted to fight that guy. Now it's like, and I think a lot of it comes from now me being on the other side of having like an amateur promotion. That I'm just like, what? Like some of these fighters that we talk to, I'm just like, dude, like you want to fight. You want to fight the good guy. Like, why are you trying to pick a fight with, people that are lesser, of skill than you? I don't know.
Hey, Lorenz. So you know how
Yep.
we always try and get you to give names and all that? I figured out a workaround, okay?
Okay.
We're not
Let's
going to
hear it.
call people out here on this question, but you are going to give names, and here's how we're going to do this. You're in a motorcycle shop right now, right? So let's just say you started Monsoon Motorcycle Club, right? Like the Sons of Anarchy, and you rule Riverside. What are 5 names that roll with you on those bikes? When you guys go to the table and you make your decisions, who are the 5 dudes that are out? 5 MMA guys.
5 MMA guys? They have to be from Bellator?
They can be anywhere.
Jones, Stipe, Cormier, Demetrius, and let's say I forgot her name. I don't want to butcher her name. She's a champ, or she just fought Joanna.
Oh, Weili Zhang? Or Zhang
Zhang.
Weili? All right.
There's my 5.
See how I did that, George? I got him to give names.
Oh, okay. You just got him to blurt names out, but not necessarily blurt out names of people he might fight. I was like, where's Joe going with this? Okay.
Maybe. You know what? Demetrius Johnson, anytime we have zombie apocalypse, he was on a team. Always DJ.
I'm over right now. You say it again?
Anytime we ever pick teams like this, whether it's a zombie apocalypse or a robbing bank or something, Demetrius Johnson is always involved in a crew. Always. Always.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, my man. Thanks a lot for the time, as always. It's great catching up with you. Do you want to plug that promotion you were talking about? Did you guys – I mean, I'm sure things are shut down for now, but how many shows have you done, and when do you think you might start up again, like the fall, or are you looking at 2021?
I don't know, man, how everything's going, but, for us, it's, we have to have attendance, so we can't – we don't have a TV contract. But no, we have the promotion IE Fight Night. We do it in Ontario, California, and we had about 10 or 9 shows already. So, it's a good thing for these amateurs to display their talent. Hopefully we can start doing pro-am shows. But it's something cool that I get to see the other side, and mostly just treat the fighters how I would like to get treated, So it's a fresher, it's a breath of fresh air for me, So it's doing good.
Is it your bad boy? You're the president. You're the CEO. You're the promoter. What's your role?
Yeah, so I'm the promoter. Me and my partner, David Bramlett, we own IE Fight Night, and we own Premier Logistics, which is a trucking company.
Man, I gotta tell you,
my right-hand man.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little offended. Like, I don't understand why I haven't gotten a text that says, "Hello, George and Goes. This is Lorenz." You know how you guys are always calling me and trying to get me to pick a fight with someone? Well, now I need you guys. Can you promote our upcoming show? How come we haven't heard from you in the last few years? We would have loved to have promoted this on Sirius XM back then, or our podcast, or anywhere out there, man. We'd love to help you out.
Oh, well, expect a call from me then. Now you guys can't turn down my call.
We'll never turn down your call. You've you're a good friend of the show. We wish you the best. Seriously. So first things first, stay safe and sane, and stay indoors if you have to, but get through this, and then we'll tackle your promotion, your next fight in the summer or fall or whenever it's ready to go. But thank you very much for the time today. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.